What's up? It's Jen Brown. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating some outfits inspired by looks that I have saved to my Pinterest. This is a video I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I'm finally ready to do it. I'm a huge advocate for, as much as I love to shop, kind of shopping in your own closet sometimes. And anytime I'm feeling like a little bit uninspired in the fashion department, I like to go to my closet and just sort of like hold things next to each other and just try to create new outfits using things I already own. So I've got a few of these in mind that I'm going to start with today. I have quite a few saved to my board, but we're going to start small today. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the looks. This first look is honestly the reason I started this Pinterest board. I don't even remember if I saw this like on my Instagram Explore page or just while I was scrolling through Pinterest, but I instantly was like, I want to be this guy. I sort of wish I had his hair. Sometimes I entertain the idea of buying some wigs, just of different cool hair colors or hairstyles. I have a purple one that I wear whenever I have the urge to dye my entire head purple, just so that I don't have to maintain it or mess with dyeing it back. But I want this guy's hair. I love everything about his entire outfit. We'll start with this one because this is probably the one I'm most excited for. Okay, so this is the finished look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I honestly, I can't wait to have a place to wear this. I kept it really simple with the jewelry just because I'm not really a belt person either, so even though this is like the most basic belt there is, it feels like a lot to me, and it felt like a lot to also deal with jewelry and that sort of a thing. So I have it with the blazer and then also without, and I decided to try a couple of other options besides the belt. I have these black suspenders that I think are really cool and look really interesting with it. It just kind of like does something different to the shirt. And again, since I'm kind of trying to replace the tie with like an extra accessory element, I think the suspenders look really cool either up or down. I also just got this harness that I really wanted to try with it. I actually added this strap in front because there was like a ribbon that tied it that I didn't like. I think the strap looks kind of weird. It like cuts off my stomach at a weird spot, but if I just sort of like remove it and tuck it behind, I think the straps of the harness look really cool too. So this one, you might recognize Taylor from Taylor Made Style. I saved this one, just like a screenshot from her video. If you happen to see I crocheted an entire new wardrobe video, the sort of like pinky nude almondish color, color descriptor words. That tube top that I made to go with a pair of pants so that I could make this look. So I've been prepping for this for quite a while. So I'm really excited to try this. Then just as kind of an alternative, I'm going to be using the same pair of pants. So I've sort of am just including this as like an alternative to this outfit. I really wanted to try doing something like this look, obviously a little bit more casual. I've been really obsessed with these like plaid trouser pants, late to the trend as always, but I finally found a couple pairs that fit me and I've been really obsessed with them, but I'm working on how to make them work for like casual as well as workwear. So I really like that this has kind of like the cropped bralette and then the just sort of open shirt over it to really make this like a casual look too. This one turned out cooler than I expected. I actually have not worn these pants with sandals yet. I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about it, but I always kind of roll them up, and so this gave me a reason to unroll them, and I actually sort of realized how much I like them. I would probably wear a gold necklace with this. My necklaces are still kind of like buried somewhere. I haven't unpacked them yet, so I just didn't feel like digging them out to try to sort of figure out what to style with this, but I really liked how this one turned out. I realized I did not record video of this one. This is the alternative for this outfit. This one I think turned out really cool. It's obviously a little bit less colorful than the original photo, and I tried to kind of recreate the model's pose a little bit, but this turned out really awesome, and I actually wore a version of this outfit out running errands later this day. Okay, so this one I just added recently to this Pinterest board. It seems a little bit, I don't want to say basic, but just like simple, like not super out of the box or anything, but I have an abundance of midi high-waisted skirts that I love, but I always tuck everything into them. So I really liked that this has the sweater kind of hanging over it, but then still maybe including a belt. Belts aren't really my thing, so we're going to try it and see, but to still like give it a waist. So I really wanted to try this out, and I don't have this shape of hat, but I think with a beanie this could be really cool. There's something off about this one too for me. I think it's either the sweater or the belt. I think those are the ways that I would fix it. I really like the color combo. I really like these white boots with it. But I think this black sweater is just, it's too chunky to go with the belt. When I removed the belt later to take this outfit off, I thought that looked a lot better. But I think having like a slightly less chunky sweater would work better with this. But like I said, this is not a kind of combination or a way that I would wear sweaters with skirts usually, so I'm glad that I kind of tried getting out of my comfort zone a little bit. So this one I thought was really interesting. I have featured this sort of camel colored corduroy vest that I have in a few videos now, I think. I have to like force myself not to wear to work every day. But one thing I have not tried yet is wearing it closed. I haven't really done that very much. I think I did it once for a different video. I wore it underneath a corduroy blazer, but I've also never worn it with a skirt. I always wear it with jeans, so, or just regular pants. So I wanted to give this a try. This one was kind of a miss for me. I think the vest is just a little bit too big for this situation. I think if it were a little bit tighter and a little bit shorter and came up like right at the waist of the skirt, I think that would look a lot better. I also kind of tried this out with a different skirt. I think the gingham skirt might actually look better, but I've featured that in a couple of videos already, so I was trying to pull different stuff from my closet so it's not just like the same thing all the time. So it's almost there, but not quite. For this last one, again, this one doesn't maybe seem totally out of the box. I love to wear tights with shorts in the fall and winter, but I always do it with a t-shirt or a sweater or sweatshirt or something. I've never tried it with a blazer. As much as I love blazers, I have not branched into the like casual wear side of them. Okay, so this last one I went in a lot of different directions with. I have photos of the original blazer that I was wearing this with, but it's still like something was just not quite right about it for me, so I tried this blazer instead. The first thing that sticks out to me is these shorts need to be steamed really bad. I knew they sort of needed to, but it was really bad. But there's something about the length of them with the blazers that's not 100% for me. I don't know, something isn't quite there. So I ended up trying it with a bunch of different, like almost all my blazers. I kept trying something else and seeing if that would work. I tried rolling the shorts down, which I don't hate the length. I think the longer short length with the blazer works a little bit better. And that's something that I think is a little bit more appropriate for work. I think if I was gonna try to make these work with a blazer and wear them to work, I would have them be a little bit longer. So I tried this with a few different tan blazers. They were both okay. And then things just kind of went off the rails, and I had to try them with this vest, and I feel like I look like I came straight from like Clarissa Explains It All, or like a cast member from All That. Like, this is just, it was so ridiculous, and I always live my life like it's 1994, but I really felt like it in this outfit. I don't know that I would ever actually go out in this, but it was sort of great. So those were my Pinterest inspired looks. I had a lot of fun putting these together and making this video, and I actually really enjoyed kind of coming up with alternate versions of things, just because that can help me like branch out even more. If you liked it too and you want to see more from me, feel free to subscribe. I post videos 2 to 3 times a month. Thanks so much for watching this one, and I'll see you next time.